And the vice president visited some local businesses as well during her trip here to the tri-state, including 2 small downtown shops. WCPO 9 News reporter Kristen Swilley shares the story of a worker who didn't even know she was in town and who was shocked and grateful to meet her on the job.
Well, the trip to Black Coffee, a neighboring Black-owned clothing store, was brief, but made a lasting impact on those who got to meet the vice president. And we learned it took at least one person completely by surprise.
And it shouldn't require that you have the financial ability to own a car, pay insurance, pay for new tires to be able to go to work.
Vice President Kamala Harris came to town to talk transit and briefly created a small traffic jam of her own here in front of 2 small Black-owned businesses on Elm Street.
And I'm like, man, who is this man standing in front of the door? He like, oh, the vice president in town. I'm like, oh, I didn't think nothing of it.
But her arrival was enough to stop store manager James Berry in his tracks.
Next thing you know, cars just started storming here. You know, it was crowds and cameramen and things like that. Like, did I do something? They coming for me.
The VP grabbed a cup of coffee, then one of Black-owned's signature shirts as Berry, unable to take pictures or video because of security, stood feet away.
Yeah, I was just surprised because you wouldn't think that the vice president will come here. Out of everywhere you can go in Cincinnati, she chose us. So I was grateful.
Grateful to meet the nation's first African-American and female vice president, and he's hopeful her visit will shine even more light on this growing business.
It means a lot to us. It really means a lot by being a small business like we are and expanding like we are, and we done came a long way. So it's very exciting.
The owner, interestingly enough, is actually in Cleveland at the NFL draft, so he completely missed the vice president. James, though, did make sure to call his boss and give him the exciting news. Reporting downtown, Kristen Swilley, WCPO 9 News.